I am documenting part of my Facebook project. I'm going to show you an example of what I do when I get a members list for my Facebook project. So here we're going to get this members list here for this group, PTSD support group for everyone. So click on this group, and here's the group. And I've got these different tabs. I've got Reels. Again, the one that I want is the Members tab. The first thing that you have to understand is that what happens is when I type this URL or when I click a link and this URL right here is loaded, is put in my web browser, what happens is Google Chrome sends a request to Facebook.com's servers. That request will have this URL. Facebook's web servers process this URL and generate some source HTML code which is sent to Google Chrome. Google Chrome uses that source HTML code to render this page that you're seeing right here, or whatever page it happens to be on. In this case, we're at the members page, on the members tab of this group. Okay, so there's source HTML, and that is how I get the members list. Is I extract the data out of the source HTML. So everything that I need here, I want all these people. I want the members. So I've got here different members. This member's name, joined 4 hours ago. This photo, his group link here to his group profile link. This is included in the source HTML. And so what I do for my project is I save the source HTML file. And then that's one function of my application that I built. Will extract this data out of the source HTML and load it into a database. And now I've got an example here. This is a partial members list that I downloaded, that I saved, and this is the source HTML for this particular members list. And I think I have about 8,000 or 10,000 members in this particular list. Actually, I think this is in about 3,000 or 4,000 actually, because I got multiple versions of this. But I got about 3,000 or 4,000 members in this list, and this is what the source HTML looks like. That's the kind of file that we'll be saving to load into my PHP application to extract the details and put it in a database. So then of course all I do is I just right click, I go save as, and click and give it a name and save as that name. Okay. Now another thing you need to understand about this is that again I send a request. My web browser sends a request to Facebook's web servers. Facebook responds with some source HTML that it sends to Chrome. Once that source HTML is loaded, I am no longer connected to Facebook's web servers, which means that this HTML is entirely on my computer right now. At the present moment, I'm not dependent on Facebook's web servers to do anything. Okay, and what that means is that I can do anything that I want to this HTML. In this HTML page, I'm including running JavaScript, where I can change the style if I want to. So I've got Google's developer tools enabled. Again, we have the Google Inspector. And I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to change. This to show you what I mean about how I can do anything I want to this HTML. I'm going to change the color scheme of something here. Just going to pick something at random. Okay, there's that. Okay, and this is the source HTML that I'm looking at here in this Inspector tab. Okay, so here's this. Find the one. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, this will work. We can do this. Okay. And here's all the CSS styling rules. This is what tells Chrome what kind of colors and so forth to render. Okay, let's see if I can change this. Make it pink. Let's see if I can make this pink. Okay, see, did that do it? Nope. Okay, see, there we go. So I can do anything I want to this web page, and this becomes useful the way that I can change the display of the web page on other members list getting exercises. But for this exercise, I'll just show you that I can do that. And as I said, I can also execute JavaScript on this web page from my computer. And I don't like this pink background, so I want to refresh this. You know, my pink background, crap. Okay. Hold on. Get this back on here. Go to the members tab. Okay, I want that. Okay, and so here's the next relevant factor. As you'll notice, I don't have that many users loaded here. I've just got maybe about 12. Okay, and what happens is when I scroll to the bottom of this page, it triggers some JavaScript that Facebook senses HTML. This HTML has JavaScript embedded. It triggers this JavaScript, a JavaScript function that calls Facebook's web server and gets another set of about 10 members, and it loads it at the bottom of the list. So you'll see here when I scroll down, you'll see this page gets bigger. Okay, see those users load? So if I want all the users, what I've got to do is I've got to scroll to the very bottom of this page, and Facebook is telling me that I've got 2,589 users. Okay, so what I have to do is here and scroll down repeatedly over and over and over again. And again, it loads about 10 members at a time, and I'll get to the complete members list. Now this is where the JavaScript comes in. Then I'm going to get my inspector back here. I can go to this console, and what I do is I run a JavaScript auto scroller that has a function that will scroll. This runs members list, and what happens is when I backspace away these two forward slashes, that will trigger the console to run this members list function on the web page. And I'll go ahead and do that, and you'll see what happens here. You'll see this web page will start to scroll very, very fast. Okay, and this is scrolling automatically. The other thing I'll show you, now that it's scrolling, I'll bring my inspector tab back up here. I've got a function in there that will approximate, it'll give me approximately how many members are loaded. This isn't an exact number, but it will output how many members we have as this is scrolling. And again, Facebook says we have 2,589. Facebook's numbers, as far as I can tell, are quite often wrong, and that is because that Facebook runs off. I believe it's because that Facebook runs off of a cache, which I could have it display this members count more frequently by changing this function. So let's go here. Let's do it 3. And you'll see, like I say, you'll see the number goes up by about 10 at a time. Okay, I'll let this run just a second, and then what I'll do is, once you see this, I will let it get up to about 992, and I'll turn this video off, and I'll allow this to continue, and I'll start a new video when we get to the very, very bottom. I don't want to make you have to sit here and watch this. This is kind of boring, so I'll cut the video off. In the next video, we'll get into how I load. I'll show you. I'll save the HTML file once it gets to the bottom, and I will load the members list into my database.